Majority Leader, when can you respond to that statement?
Honorable Speaker, I am really wondering whether, Honorable Speaker, this statement has not been expended by the notice of motion that the member for Mosopa has already given in relation to this discussion, because it's very similar to the issues that are bound to be debated in the adjournment motion. However, Honorable Speaker, to Honorable Speaker, there is now a substantive chair of the Committee of Agriculture, and I thought maybe the leader should have directed that to the relevant committee. And I'm also sure he's well aware that the statistics given for 2021 from the Ministry of Agriculture, that the projections are also true. These are accurate figures, and the projection for the expected harvest this year is close to 30 million bags. And the Honorable Kosing, coming from the North Rift and being a good partaker of ugali, knows that our normal average consumption per year of maize is in the region of 40 to 45 million bags. So there already be a shortage, but let me relay this to the ministry to be able to provide an answer. But more profoundly, Honorable Speaker, I just want to beg again that we hasten the review of our standing orders, because it's also not in order for myself to be pretending to be answering these questions or the chairs. We'll just be relaying messages that are coming from the executive to allow members of the executive to come and address those matters before the House. But with those few remarks, Honorable Speaker, I think they are good issues of concern, but I thought there are issues that we could also have addressed during the adjournment motion. But also, the Honorable Kosing is smiling mischievously because he knows the answers. He knows with a shortage of over 10 million bags, unless farmers, and Honorable Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity to speak to our farmers. Because our farmers,
Yes,
Honorable Speaker,
Junet,
our farmers, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Junet, what's out of order?
Mr. Speaker, thank you for indulging me. Mr. Speaker, is it in order for the majority leader to behave in a manner that like he's answering the question on behalf of the executive when he's supposed to go and fetch for answers from the executive? Mr. Speaker, stick to your role. You refuse to be a minister on your own volition. Stick to your role.
Honorable Speaker, first, I do not know whether Junet had any powers to appoint anybody as a cabinet minister. And I don't know whether he was the one appointing me as a cabinet minister to purport that I refuse to be a cabinet minister. I believe if I desired and His Excellency the President found me befitting, he would have engaged me. But the coalition you belong to, Honorable Junet, had no opportunity to appoint anybody to any position of a cabinet secretary. And Honorable Speaker, I was not pretending to be answering. I was just speaking to facts. And those facts are within the public domain, that we project to harvest close to 30 million bags this year, and our normal consumption is about 40 million bags. So there will definitely be a shortage of maize. However, and Honorable Speaker, that's the point at which Honorable Junet interrupted me, because he's averse to the truth and facts. He thrives in propaganda, innuendos, and such like things. But facts of the matter, Honorable Speaker, are that with the anticipated shortage, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Junet, what is...
Mr. Speaker, you know, this is a house of records, Mr. Speaker. When you insinuate or when you say that I thrive on propaganda and when, Mr. Speaker, this man used to be a very good man before he became the majority leader. Now power has gotten into his head. Mr. Speaker, we need to take him to rehabilitation in this session that we are, this recess, this long recess. And I'm traveling with him, I'll tell him what to do. Please, Chairman, you're a good man, Bana. Easy, these small jobs that we are given, we have gone through this. So please, don't say that I thrive on propaganda. There is no propaganda. I was just telling you that go and get the answer from the Minister for Agriculture. Why, or the Minister for Industry, why he's importing 10 million bags of GMO. And they're saying even the ship has docked. That's what today the newspapers were saying. Whether it is true or false, we don't know. Those are the information. Go and fetch for us. You're just a messenger. Stick to your job.
finish up, majority. Just tell us when you want to bring.
Honorable Speaker, you know, when I said the Honorable Junet thrives in propaganda, he's now quoting newspapers. That it's only him who seems to have read those newspapers. I read his tweet yesterday speaking to matters that are already before a committee of this House where he sits in. And those tweets, Honorable Speaker, and I think is something that we also may need to address ourselves to. You cannot be tweeting on matters that are before committees of the House contrary to Standing Order 86. And he was is a member of that committee and never attends committee
Majority,
sittings.
there is a point of order from the Honorable Ferdinand. Give him the mic.
Mr. Speaker, I just want to make a correction that the figures that the leader of the majority is coming up with are falsy, are come from the North Rift. What there is that we estimated, and in fact, Mr. Speaker, there are farmers who have refused to sell maize for the previous season. If you add up this, we are talking about 38 million bucks. So the figures that the leader is coming up with, I want just to correct him in good faith that I'm not correct. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And now that is advice now, Honorable Speaker, that the House can take, because the Honorable Ferdinand Wanyonyi not only represents farmers, but he's also a maize farmer. And he's speaking facts. And it's only that probably he didn't get. I said the estimated harvest for this year is about 30 million bags. But I was also saying I take this opportunity to speak to our farmers. And that is where now we converge with the Honorable Wanyonyi, that indeed there are farmers who are holding maize. And some farmers are actually holding maize. And that's why I wanted to speak to our farmers to allow the forces of demand and supply to prevail. Because what will happen if farmers continue holding maize, then you may force importation to check in, and then the market is flooded with maize, and the prices will come down. So I just want to plead to farmers, even as we seek answers from the ministry, because this is not something that I even need the ministry to answer, Honorable Junet. I am a student of economics, and I know the forces of demand and supply. If farmers continue holding maize, and as they wait for prices to go up, if government then decides there is no supply of maize and imports, the prices will come down. So it's only fair to advise our farmers, those who are holding maize from the last harvest and those who are harvesting now, to release that maize to the market to help our people be able to consume maize that is affordable, Honorable Speaker, and for the Honorable Junet to access. And therefore, we'll be seeking for an answer from the ministry and give an answer in the next 1 week, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, Honorable Majority Leader, when are you or the committee chair bringing a response to that statement? Can we do it on Tuesday afternoon? Tuesday next week?
Indeed, Honorable Speaker, I had indicated in 1 week, which comes to Tuesday next week. And I hope the Honorable Junet will be in the chamber, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Posing, your response will come on Tuesday afternoon.
I thank you, Honorable Speaker, for actually bringing the leader of majority to action. I thank you, Honorable Speaker. But let me also tell him, we also elected with him. This is the third term. He's insinuating something that he thinks I don't know. Let me correct him, Honorable Speaker.
What did he say?
You gave us that we are now veterans. He's also a veteran. That it is the same as what Honorable Kirwa sought in terms of the debate later. Speaker, you know, a debate like that has no question and has no obligation, has no answer, has no vote. It just ends. So what next is just opinion. In fact, it's actually almost a talk show. But Honorable Speaker, of course, it is to pick opinion. That is why, Honorable Speaker, we went forward to bring this statement, because it is an obligation. It's now obligating the leader of majority and obligating the minister to respond to this House, Honorable Speaker. Finally, it will be on record. This debate of 10 million and farmers losing is likely to continue, Honorable Speaker. And that will be on record now to be
Honorable
followed
Posing,
after that, Honorable Speaker. I thank
you're
you.
anticipating an answer. You've asked a question or made a statement, and you've been told you'll get a response on Tuesday. Hold your horses. If the response is inadequate, you'll be given enough time to say what you are attempting to say. Honorable Kirwa, I directed that we start your debate at 4. We have 2 minutes to 4. Is Honorable Olwoch of Madare in the house? Yes, you will be accorded equal time. Honorable Kirwa, you'll start, then Honorable Olwoch, then we'll open the debate to members. Sarah? One of the two members will have 10 minutes.
Okay.
So compose your thoughts, focus your ideas and facts so that you communicate in 10 minutes. Honorable Watch, 10 minutes. Then the rest of members will have 5 minutes each. And I saw tremendous interest in the matter. We will, if we exhaust this, then we'll come back to order number 8. You may proceed, member for Mosop.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move a motion